Welcome back to the podcast. It is August 18th on a Tuesday. Thank you guys for tuning back in. Yesterday was the recap of Miocic going up against Cormier 3. Great card. Now today we're going to get back into our picks. I wasn't able to get out some picks, on my Instagram, but I did have this one parlay because I had a free bet. You got to take advantage of that. DK Sportsbook is a very, very good app. With daily promotions for casino and for regular sports promotions. And that particular one that I got that $45 free bet would happen to be on the Memphis and the Portland game, that play-in game. Whatever side you choose, whatever side you bet it on, you get $3 for every made three-pointer that the team that you chose in that bet. So I chose the Portland Trail Blazers. They made a certain amount of threes, and they times that by 3, and you got that for the free bet. Use that towards this parlay. I was all in on the Clippers, the Yankees, the Mets, and the Dodgers yesterday. It was a very good payout. It was a free bet. You might as well take a little shot. Worked out very, very well. Now today we're going to hop in to the basketball slate first, and then MLB first. Well, you might as well skip the Bucks game because it's not going to be any time. First is going to be Miami Heat going up against the Indiana Pacers right here. If we have any injuries, let me update. So far, they got Goran Dragic in the starting lineup. Jimmy Butler's going to play. He's not a game-time decision. On the Indiana side, there's no Sabonis. Oladipo is going to be fine. Everyone else is going to be fine. They're game-time decisions, but they should be cleared closer to tip-off, okay? In this game, I'm going with the Miami Heat. They are the deeper team. I like the move that the Miami Heat is making with Goran Dragic starting and putting Kendrick Nunn to the bench. This provides more punch. He runs the offense better, Goran Dragic. You need a veteran in these playoffs, and I like what Goran Dragic provides for that. And Jimmy Butler has been on a straight mission, particularly against the Indiana Pacers. He hates T.J. Warren. He wants to shut him up again. And give me the Miami Heat in Game 1. Next game, we have the OKC Thunder going up against the Houston Rockets. Like I said, you should know Russell Westbrook is going to be out for this game. It's going to be a solo act for James Harden. Oklahoma City Thunder are a very, very tough team. Dort is out, who was starting for them. Now they bring in Terrence Ferguson. Who's a little more of a defender, kind of spots up and shoots threes, a little bit of an irrelevant player. So this is basically going to be up to the Houston Rockets if they're going to play defense. This is a very, very close game. It's a pick 'em. I already got the favorite in Miami. I'm going with the Houston Rockets in this game. I think Harden pulls it out for at least to get this first one. This one could be a 6-7 game series. But in the first one, I think Harden does enough in this game, and it's going to be back and forth. It's going to be a very, very good series between these two teams. Chris Paul is in vendetta, revenge mode against the Houston Rockets, so that's why he has a motivating factor as well. Last but not least for NBA, we have Portland Trail Blazers going up against the LA Lakers, who are one of the favorites to win the title this year. Injuries, Zach Collins is going to be out. That's the only pretty much big injury for Portland Trail Blazers. And then the Lakers side, Rondo is still out. He is getting closer to the availability of playing in the bubble. I haven't seen any news about Kyle Kuzma starting in that starting 5. We will see closer to tip-off since that game starts at 9:10. If in regard of choosing the winner in this game, if the Portland Trailblazers were going to win any game in this series, it would be the first one. But I feel like a lot of people are going to be on that bandwagon because what they've seen from Dame Lillard and the performance of Nurkic and McCollum lately, there's a lot of money coming in on that Portland Trailblazers side. But I think this is playoff LeBron. You're going to see him awaken. Definitely feed AD, and then you're going to see triple-double LeBron back in order in this game, and I'm liking the money line on the Lakers side, okay? Or I do think the Trailblazers do keep it close. You can go for a better number for that plus 6.5. But in all means, I'm definitely all in on the LA Lakers side, okay? Now, we're going to hop into MLB for today. First game, we have the Colorado Rockies going up against... Do I have that on the sheet? No. All right. So for right now, we'll just go by this. For right now, Colorado Rockies, Antonio Senzatella going up against Zach Greinke in this matchup. Astros are at home. Early game, Zach Greinke has pitched very well so far this season. I am going to go with the Houston Astros in this game. I like the Rockies' offense, but Senzatella pitches a little bit better away from Coors, but the Astros lineup is too stacked. You get him at minus 195. I don't see an upset here, and then we're going to move on. Next game, we have the San Diego Padres going up against the Texas Rangers, and this line keeps going up and down, up and down. It was at plus 112 for the Rangers. Then it changed to minus 103. Now it's back to plus side. I am going to be all over the Texas Rangers in this game. Mike Minor, a lefty, going up against the Padres. Adrian Moranjon, who's another lefty, but this is a rookie pitcher. He's not going to pitch that many innings, or probably the first two couple innings. Then they got another guy coming in after that, and he is just as bad. I understand the Rangers have been struggling. The Padres are a very solid team, but I can get plus money on this Texas Rangers team that is throwing out their main starter in Mike Minor, and then the Padres bullpen, which this is a bullpen game for the Padres. It's bottom 5 in the league. I'm taking advantage of this. Give me the plus money on the Texas Rangers. I think this is a great opportunity. Next game, we have the Giants, Trevor Cahill, going up against LA Angels, Dylan Bundy. Bundy has been pitching out of his mind ever since he has left the Baltimore Orioles. He's in the friendly confines in California with the Angels. They have a better defense to back him up. Dylan Bundy is going to get this one. The Giants are horrible, minus 250. I like the money line, and I like the run line. Dylan Bundy is really putting it on. Maybe Zion, you never know. Shout out to Eric. But give me the Angels on that one. All right. Next game, we have the Oakland Athletics and Frankie Montas going up against Luke Weaver and the Arizona Diamondbacks. I've seen enough from Luke Weaver over and over again. He has like a 5 xFIP currently right now. Frankie Montas is one of a breakout pitcher that we had last year, and he's been performing the same as well this year. Give me the Oakland Athletics, especially with the fact that Luke Weaver struggles against right-handed power, and the Athletics are filled with tons of right-handed power, okay? We're going with the Athletics in this game. Now, I think I'm able to see the games from here. We're going to start off with, let's see, the Cleveland Indians. Yes, the Cleveland Indians going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, this spreadsheet I have up right now, this is rundfs.com. Please go to that website, sign up. If you want this kind of content, this kind of detail, you can use it for betting, you can use it for FanDuel, you can use it for DraftKings. All this information is here for you to better come up with your reasoning on what you're going to play and who you're going to play, okay? So definitely go to rundfs.com. Gundagger is here to help you. I'm here to help you, and sign up, okay, and get connected. Now, with these two teams, the Indians against the Pirates, JT Brubaker is going to make his first start. Hasn't been stretched out. So this is another bullpen game, and the Indians are going to be able to take advantage of this opportunity. I understand Carlos Carrasco does struggle on the road a little bit, but he is the far better pitcher, and the K rate that he provides is huge. 30% to lefties, 34% to righties, and then you got bats here that strike out a lot on the Pittsburgh Pirates team. We got mainly the back order of the lineup: Colin Moran, Brian Reynolds, Gregory Polanco, Eric Gonzalez, and Jacob Stalling. These are guys that are going to be strikeout prone against the stuff that Carlos Carrasco has, and even the lesser strikeout guys. Carrasco is a very, very good pitcher coming back from injury, and I like him in this position. All right. So we're going with the Indians in that game. Next one, we have the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the New York Yankees and Masahiro Tanaka. Blake Snell, elite pitcher, struggles against lefties. He did 2 years ago, but he kind of, so far this season, he has fixed that. Stupid K stuff. Same like Carlos Carrasco. Blake Snell does the same thing. There's tons of injuries on the Yankee side. No DJ LeMahieu. They're throwing up a little bit of a lesser lineup. You see no... they're missing huge. They got Hicks, Voit, Urshela, Glaber, Gary. Yeah, this is the time right here. I understand the Yankees are red hot, but the Rays are in a very prime spot because Masahiro Tanaka gives up a lot of power and a lot of home runs to left-handed hitting, and he is susceptible to these blow-up games. And I think today's the day that the Rays can get to him with Austin Meadows, with Brandon Lowe, with Jai-Man Choi. All right, we're going to go with the Tampa Bay Rays in this one at minus 127. I know a lot of people want to take advantage of that Yankees plus money, but I got to stick with the elite pitcher right here, okay, Blake Snell. Next game, we have the Seattle Mariners going up against the LA Dodgers. And let me scroll to that one. All right. Tony Gonsolin going up against Marco Gonzalez. If we just look at the numbers here, Gonsolin is not going to go very, very deep into the innings, but he is a very solid opener for the Dodgers. The Dodgers have one of the best bullpens in the league, and Marco Gonzalez is a horrible, horrible lefty. As you can see right here, a 6.85 xFIP. Doesn't strike out no one. Only a 9% strikeout rate to lefties. And to righties, a 5 xFIP. And only strike out 18% to righty as well. And the Dodgers have tons of righties that are going to smash the lefty. We got Mookie Betts. We got Justin Turner. We got Chris Taylor. Kike Hernandez is another sleeper as well. Give me the Dodgers to hop all over the Mariners. They should sweep this team. It was embarrassing how they let them come back yesterday. But I'm going back to the well again with the Dodgers. Next game, we have the Washington Nationals going up against Josh Tomlin and the Atlanta Braves. This one, I'm more leaning to the over. These are both bad pitchers, as you can see. Austin Voth, 6.59 xFIP, and against righties, a 5.19 xFIP with at least 3.86 home runs per nine, which is horrible. Josh Tomlin, on the other hand, has been pitching well against lefties so far, but not in his history. He hasn't. And against righties, he's been pitching well, but not in his history. So something's got to give. He's not this good of a pitcher to lefties or righties, Josh Tomlin. I believe he gives up runs. I'm more leaning towards, I would say, the Washington side, but I feel that the over is safer, okay? The over 9.5 is definitely going to be the play for me. If you want to take more of a risk, I would take the Nationals, okay? Next game we got should be the Mets against the Marlins in Miami. Both of these guys, this is pretty much a bullpen game for both of these guys. David Peterson, hopefully he can stretch to 4 or 5 innings. Mets don't have that great of a bullpen, and the Marlins don't either. Humberto Mejia is an opener as well. So this has another potential of a game that can go way over the mark. They did yesterday, and the Mets usually tend to score more away from Citi Field. I would stay away from choosing a side. I was very confident in the Mets yesterday, but today is more of a coin flip. I like the over, but if I did have to choose a team to win, the Mets have more potent bats in their lineup, and I'd rather choose them. All right? Next game, we have the Philadelphia Phillies and Zach Eflin going up against Zach Godley and the Red Sox. All right. Between these two teams, Eflin is a notorious horrible pitcher against the left-handed hitters. As you can see in 2020, a 5.07 xFIP, only 14% strikeout rating, giving up a 526 batting average and 6 home runs per 9. All this is horrible. All of it. All right. Then you got to factor in the fact the Red Sox have been struggling. They just got swept by the Yankees. And Zach Godley is not good of a pitcher as well. So, in this game, runs are another issue where you're going to find. That's why I set at over 11. They're probably going to hit that mark. But if you do want to choose a team, I'm leaning on the Red Sox side. They just got swept. I believe their bats can get to Zach Eflin more than the Phillies bats can get to Zach Godley. Okay. He's not going to be in there that long. They'll back him up with their bullpen, which is decent, middle in the league. I think the Red Sox can finally tattoo and get to hitting. All right, give me the Red Sox in that game. Next, I think we got a couple left. We got 3 left. Next is going to be the Blue Jays going against the Baltimore Orioles. Nate Pearson against Wade LeBlanc. Wade LeBlanc is a lefty who struggles mightily against righties. 4.77 xFIP, giving up a 300 average and over 2 home runs per 9. And you got tons of bats for the Blue Jays sides. It's mostly all righties, and they can hit lefties. They're missing their main hitter in Bo Bichette, but they still definitely have plenty of hitters that can get to Wade LeBlanc. Nate Pearson isn't great as well, but he does do well against right-handed pitching. And Wade LeBlanc is not good at all, and I wouldn't trust my money on him. All right, so we're going to go with the Blue Jays in that match. Next game, we have the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Kansas City Royals. Luis Castillo. I believe, is this game canceled? Let's double check this. Yes, that game is postponed, so we're going to skip that one. I just wanted to double check. Next, we have the Tigers and Tariq Skubal going up against Dylan Cease. This one, you have a rookie starter right here. A bad bullpen in the Tigers. I understand the Whites. Dylan Cease has been up and down, but he showed very good potential last year. He's been struggling so far in 2020, but that should revert back to the mean where he has a great K rate against right-handed hitting. And right here you have a ton of bats that strike out against right-handed pitching right here. 31% strikeout rate, 29, 24, 26. The list goes on and on. The bats of the White Sox will get to the Tigers, but Dylan Cease should survive with this type of stuff that he throws against this horrible, horrible Detroit Tigers lineup. All right, and we're going to be going with the White Sox in that game. Then last but not least, we have the Brewers going up against the Minnesota Twins at Kenta Maeda. Kenta Maeda has been a very, very great signing so far this year. Corbin Burns has been struggling against righties, as you can see, with the 5.0 xFIP. And then on the side of Kenta Maeda, so far this year, he's been destroying right-handed hitting and been decent against lefties. His lineup is stronger. They have a ton of right-handed bats that can get Corbin Burns. We're going to go with the red-hot Minnesota Twins in that one. All right? And those are the plays. All right, so please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the video and to the channel. Please follow me on Instagram at MessageSD. I'll be putting out my final parlay. I got to go over some things because this is a very, very sketchy slate today. So I'm going to come out and post my parlay of the day later on Instagram, all right? Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow, and peace out.